very special thank you to the women who participated in the Women Talks. We were celebrating women yesterday at the Most Cantino, 155 West Kinsey. There was a show there that was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. And you'll be seeing it. It'll be coming up on my blog, as well as the Higher Learning Network blog. And I just want to pull that up so you can see that what that looks like. Now, this is the blog. If you go to higherlearningnetwork.org, you will see it. You could go in the upper right-hand corner, and this is what you will see. And then you scroll down, and you get a chance to see all the information that's there. That's a play that's coming in Chicago for single women, and just lots of information. Dark fashion. Oh my God, Deanna talks about this all the time on her show. So you got to read this article. Now I know your attention span might be a little short, but that's okay. Excuse me. You need to read this information. You deserve to know what's going on. And Lord have mercy, Angie Stone. Angie Stone. I just saw a video last night. Angie Stone is suing someone because she is not deceased. She is alive and well. So we still honor her, but she's here with us. Roberta Flack is not. And coming up soon, a conversation with Asada, the Harriet Tubman of Bitcoin. She's coming, y'all. Mark your calendars, March 17th. So be sure and join us. But there's lots of information. And you know I got to share my big brother, Patrick Bradley. This is, it's not Black History Month. It's history every month. So go be sure and check out that conversation. And when you get through, you can go to our YouTube channel and check that out. And that will be youtube.com/higher learning TV show. And you will learn something that you did not know. And that is a man of color, an indigenous man, made this Lakeshore Drive. He corrected the S curve. You see where it says Black History Fact, DuSable Lakeshore Drive, S curve? Oh, that's what you're going to see. And I'm not going to play it for you right now. You can go and play that on your own, and I know that you'll enjoy it. So be sure and share that. And while you're at it, you know I got to put some information in here for y'all from my blog, which is zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. And if you scroll down, you will see lots of information, natural painkillers, and just a wealth of information. I got it. This was the Coochie Doctor. Lord have mercy. That's another show. But anyway, be sure and check it out. Lots of information on it. Okay, so you be sure and check that out, and be sure and share it. This show is sponsored by iTex. If you are a business owner or an entrepreneur and you have products or services, then you need to be a member of iTex. Why? Cold throat tea this morning. Did a lot of talking yesterday to a lot of women. So it's like, I need to cold throat tea. Anyway, business owner, entrepreneur, go to itex.com and you can go shopping immediately. All you have to do is put in a $100 free shopping code. And that code is what? Zelda, ZELDA. Always giving thanks to the ancestors. Thank you, Rich Piggy. And today's show is sponsored by iTex. So go to chicago.itex.com and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, in between time, let's have your inspirational reading this morning, which is from Brotha. And you know I know his name. I see it all the time. Why am I having a brain fog here? Oh, shut up, Tony. Okay, well, let me go in here. Today is Monday, March 3rd. And it just is I heard a baby say, it just disappeared. I don't know where it disappeared to, but God is our strength. How so? Before we can ask for anything, we must decide on what we want. Do we hang on to what we think we must have? Or do we let it all go, clearing room for something better on the way? Change is growth. Accept that no matter what choices we make, we are strengthened with power through the God within. As we grow through the world, we must turn to God and listen for guidance. God, the all-knowing presence within that continuously guides our every step. God, that is our strength in every way. I know that when I feel weary, God strengthens me. I honor my needs and prioritize my well-being. I am enough. Thank you, strength in me, through me, in me, as me, and around me through the Christ within. And so it is. God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in trouble. And that's from Psalms 46 and 1. And that is your Monday morning mindfulness word of the day from Brother Mike House. And if you are a person who breathes, you want to breathe through this with me this morning. We're going to do a little breathing exercise because so many of us are stressed out. And we forget to breathe when we're stressed. You know, we go crazy. So this morning we're going to breathe. And all we're going to do is breathe in through the nose and breathe out through our mouths. Can we do that? Y'all ready? All right. Let's spend a little time with self this morning before we run out the door helping everybody else. It's our time. How about that? And from time to time, you're going to hear this. Oh, honoring the ancestors. I always say, those who came before us make our way possible. Lord have mercy, what our folks went through and still going through. But these are for the ones who came before us, so I could sit here in this chair and have this conversation with you today. So I do that with a little lemongrass. Oh, y'all like that lemongrass? Take a little drop. Everybody needs some essential oils in their cabinet. Just a drop because it's powerful. So I just take it. Don't believe nothing I said. Do your homework. Find out how it can help you. But it's powerful. You rub it in your hands and then you go, brace yourself because I haven't even inhaled it and it's powerful as we go. Here we go. Oh, yes, Lord. Yes. Just, all inside of me. Thank you. Can I get one more? Can y'all? Wait a minute. Yeah. And you can just rub your hands together and pretend you have some essential oils and inhale. As we salute the ancestors, we hold them up, call them by their names. Roberta Flack. And then we give them a little water. Always a little water. You know how they did on the movie Coolie High? In other movies, you see Brothers in the Hood, you pour a little bit out for them. That's what we're doing. Pouring just a little water for the ancestors. Giving thanks for those who came before me so I could sit here in this chair and talk to you. I am most grateful for the ancestors. Pitchfork family. My grandpa. I don't even know him, but he was a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm just talking about grandpa. Anyway, thank you, Grandpa, Grandma Willie, Pitchfork family, Pitchfork crew. Thank all of y'all. And my mommy, Katie Robinson. not be here without you. So thank you. Mwah. Ashe. 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 So now is the time that we spend a little time with me. That means you. And we're just gonna breathe. And breathe in, breathe out, breathe in through the nose, hold it to the count of 4. Just just breathe. And from time to time, your mind gonna wander. And this sound is just a little bowl to remind you to get out of your head and into your heart. Because I want you to focus on your breathing, okay? So let's bring those arms in the air and wave them like we really do care. And move from side to side. And I got a high back chair. And I turn and twist as I give thanks for my kidneys, spleen, spine, heart, liver, lungs. Waking them up this morning because they've been asleep all night just like you have. And I turn around to the other side. And I stretch over there, giving thanks for each and every part of my body that's working this morning. And they're all working. We give thanks, okay? Little stretch. And then turn back around and stretch. And breathe out. Just inhale, exhale. Doesn't matter if we're breathing or not. That's not important. No, it does matter that we're breathing, just we're not breathing together. Just inhale and exhale to your own tune. Bring those arms in the air and wave them. Clap, 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 clap your hands. And then we just gonna move on down to the arm and pat, 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 pat. Opening up the lymph system, the drainage. Because we've been sitting still, laying still all night. Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, wake it up. It's been waiting, especially if you don't exercise. If you sit on your butt all day like most seniors do, or people who work on computers, you got nothing coming. So you need to do this. You deserve this. How about that? George of the jungle. Watch out for that tree. Shut up, Tony. Alrighty. Yeah. And you see this little piece? You can't see it through my blouse. And I'm not going to pull it out. But, just grab. If you're a woman, you got a little chunk of meat right there. That's where there's the lymphatic system is, and it's usually asleep. So we just got to wake it up. Give it some love as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, we simply breathe in, breathe out. Continue breathing in. Thanks for the power of the breath, because there would be no breath. There would be no you without breath. As we breathe in. Bringing all that energy from the breath down through the forehead and the face, landing on the shoulders. Rotating those shoulders left and right. Breathing in and breathing out, bringing the power of the breath down through the solar plexus and the sides and the hips and down through those knees. Yes, those glorious knees, they don't hurt anymore. Thank God for my pain cream and my gummies and my CBD oil tinctures. Hallelujah. As we breathe in. And as we breathe out, sending more love, light, and energy down through the legs and the ankles and the toes. Yes, wiggle those toes. They like it. And we send them love, light, and energy as we breathe. Inhale. Bringing that energy from the feet back up through the ankles and the arches and the legs and the knees and the thighs and the hips. As we breathe in. And as we breathe out, doing the higher learning hip roll. Because those hips need to be stretched too. We're not going to stretch them here, but y'all know what I mean. Walk. Sit on the floor. How many of us seniors can sit on the floor? How many people, period, can sit on the floor without using their hands? Ooh, I am not one of those people. So that's why I'm still working on it. As we breathe in. Bringing all that energy back up through the solar plexus and the arms as we stretch from left to right. Giving thanks for the power of the breath. As we breathe in, giving thanks, we are always at the right place at the right time. As we inhale faith and exhale fear. As we inhale faith and exhale pain. Need some pain relief, you know how to reach me, higherlearningnetwork.org. As we inhale faith And exhale debt. As we take one long, last, deep inhale. And as we exhale, bring your face forward, chin to chest, and slowly rotate that head to the left and around to the back. Slow down. You're moving too fast. I want you to feel this stretch. Come on. Back to the right and around to the front. Head up. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Bring your head back down, chin to chest, and rotate that head to the right. Slowly around to the back. And around to the left. And back to the front. Head up. Inhale deeply. Look to the left as far as you possibly can. Blow it out. Inhale deeply. Look to the right as far as you possibly can. And your head back and blow it out. It's just this simple. Simple. Breathe in. And breathe out. And take these two fingers and this thumb and grab the back of your neck and just squeeze on that vagus nerve to release some of the tension. And you can also take these fingers and massage the back of your shoulders. And if you can't afford a masseuse, first thing you got to do is stop saying you can't afford one, because you can. You live in one of the richest countries in the world, and you shop till you drop so you can do what you want to do for you. And I commend you for doing that. And thank you for sharing this Monday morning mindful experience with me. And I hope that you will share this with someone else, because we are all stressed out and we don't have to be. All we have to do is remember to what? Say what? I can't hear you. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Thank you so very much for having that experience with me. Be sure and go to our YouTube page and like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It is 7:24, and you know what that means, right? I don't know why my computer is stuck on stupid this morning, but I'm going to let it stay where it is, as I am joined by the one and only pastor, I had to remember, and businessman, entrepreneur, and a man who sees the value of the work that we do here at the Higher Learning Network. Please welcome to the stage. Ooh, not that one. I'm on a bigger stage for you, baby. Lenoir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Grand Rising. Thank you so much for joining us here this Monday morning, because it would not be possible without those who came before us to make our way possible. Hallelujah.
Right. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
This is so disturbing, Pastor Lawrence. Here I am. We're doing a show on Roberta Flack this morning. And then, well, actually, she passed last week, and I didn't find out that she had made her transition until the show was over. So I said next week we're going to do a tribute to, because I love me some Miss Roberta Flack. But then you see it all over the news that Angie Stone passed.
Right.
And then I get in last night from this woman's event, and Angie is on the saying, baby, I called my lawyer. We own it. I am not deceased. I am here. I am live, and I am well. Now, you see how stuff gets started.
Right.
They got the woman gone already, and she's not gone. She's right here. So we're going to celebrate the life of Miss Roberta Flack. And if you don't know who she is, I don't know what to say about you. So you just stay close, and we're going to be right back, and you're going to find out. Okay? I do believe that this is the information that we need as soon as I can find it. This computer is really giving me the blues, but that's okay, because I found it.
Hi, I'm Brandon, Hi, I'm Akil, and you're watching the Betty Shabazz podcast training on the Higher Learning Network. Yeah.
Hi, we're the Productive Edge team, and you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
And we are back with Monday Morning Mindfulness. Thank you so much for joining us back here this morning. I am such a fan of Roberta Flack. She has helped me through so many years, so many relationships. And just her words, she's so calm and cool and laid back. And when I watched a recent video on her, I didn't know that she had a lot to do with the career of Luther Van Dross. Did you know that? Like, Luther? For real? Oh, okay. Now, I do know. Well, I had heard back in the day, but it wasn't confirmed until, you see all these videos, that Luther was a backup singer for her. Mm-hmm. And she was often late to recording sessions because she was in such demand. So, Luther can do what he do. And she was sitting in the audience one day and told Luther, after he sang, it's like, you're a little bit too comfortable here, sitting up there on that chair singing background. You need to be up here on your own. And the rest is history. Mm. So Miss Roberta Flack, if you do not know who she is, let me pull it up on Tumblr so you can know. Killing Me Softly was my favorite song. What was your favorite song?
Mm-hmm. That was it.
Was it really?
That was it. Roberta Flack. I had two crushes, Lola Falana and Roberta Flack. Lola Falana had the looks and the moves and the personality, but Roberta Flack had that oomph. She had, I'm sorry. I got to leave you, baby. I'm going to Roberta Flack. She had that.
Okay. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Well, so, Lola Falana has now, isn't she a pastor now?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
But I do know that you had mentioned Angie Stone. Yeah. And it's been a lot of hoopla. Like you said, a lot of videos. Then one comes up with her saying she's still here. And last night I was at City Winery.
And
okay. Leon, who was in the Temptations, the Five Heartbeats, he was performing. He has a group called Leon and the Peoples, and they're very good. And he is, as we know, he's a great singer and entertainer. And he even took a few moments out in memory of Angie Stone.
Oh, wow.
So, this news runs deep. I don't know who starts these rumors, but whoever did, they knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. And Angie Stone said, yeah, they might know what they're doing, but I've contacted my lawyer and we're going to handle this, telling people that I'm alive and well. I'm not dating. I was like, oh my goodness. And I felt so bad because I'm sharing the information too. I didn't double check my facts and I know better. And that's what happens when you don't double check your facts. Now, I learned my lesson. I know better, but we live and we learn. Right. This is the song, and I can only play 15 seconds of it because I don't want YouTube coming after me. So, matter of fact, I think I might play 14 seconds of it. So, and it starts out, I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had style. Good song.
I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him to listen for a while.
And I'm going to stop it right there because I don't want them coming after me. But you can go to YouTube and type in Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly with his song.
Also, the first time I saw your face.
Oh, yes. First time ever I saw your face. Don't sing, Zelda. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find that one too. It just kicked it out for some. There it is. First time I ever saw your face. Yeah. Now that was 1972, Roberta Flack. And I want to, in case you don't know who she is, I want you to know, because she has made way for the Cardi B's, for the Glorilla, for this, that, and the other.
Right.
Without Roberta Flack.
Tony Braxton, Anita.
Thank you.
All of them. She paved the way.
Yes, she did.
Because she was not only a talented musician, but she was not only a singer also, but she was a song stylist. She didn't have a lot of music drowning out her voice. You could hear the quality and the passion in her voice and her range. You just could tell this woman knew how to sing.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, yes, sir. Yes, she did. And well, actually, when you go to YouTube, you can just type in Roberta Flack, and everything that she has ever done will pop up.
Yes.
And excuse me, this song, this is from the CD First Take, and let's get a little 15 seconds of this.
I thought the sun rose in your eyes.
First time ever I saw your face. I know I ain't Roberta Flack, but I just couldn't play anymore because I don't want YouTube coming after me. Okay. So the fact that this woman, and she was in her 80s, had no idea that she was in, I should have known if I'm almost 70, she got to be, okay. But I found myself crying because this was a woman that I grew up with. She talked about our experiences. Her experiences were our experiences. And she moved in ways. You know what really broke my heart?
What's that?
Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
Back Together Again. That was my theme song. Because I was in a bad relationship at the time. And I had to find myself. And Roberta helped me do that.
Well, back then, music did help a lot of people through relationships, through breakups, and even when they got together with somebody, the music back then, the artists would sing, and the lyrics, they expressed how you felt when you met the person that you're together with. Like the Temptations, the way you do the things you do, you know, just songs like that, you know. And Roberta Flack certainly stands out as one of the best song stylists that ever was. And it's just amazing that so many entertainers recognize her as one of the leading, not only singers, but she was also in her own way leading us toward the end of our civil rights journey because she was who she was. She wasn't Hollywood. She wasn't Vegas. She was Roberta Flack.
Okay. Miss Flack did that. Yes, she did. And this song here, as the children say, right here, this song, this here, this is the song that brought me so much joy. I was back to not with a person, but I was back to myself because I had damage mentally, physically, emotionally. And this song just got in my spirit. And baby, I got to share it with you because it did something for me. Hopefully it'll do something for you. Let's give you 15 seconds of that.
See, we brothers, I
together again. And
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say. Oh,
You got me over here dancing.
I'm telling you, baby, I was rocking. All you gotta do is put your gym shoes on and
That's
put your earbuds in your ear, wired, not wireless, wired, because you know the next generation gonna have a lot of ear cancer. Because anyway, I digress. And put Roberta Flack on, and baby, you'll be walking and getting them 10,000 steps a day. And if you were a senior like us, go ahead. I'm sorry, I just said that song just wraps me up. Oh, yes. Back together again is where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be back together in the sense that all this chaos and confusion is going on in the world. We need to get back in the spirit.
That's
so
right.
The spirit can guide you, guard you, and direct you so you won't be all off kilter because of Orange Man, because of what they're trying to do in the Senate, in Congress, in the world. So you got to get back together again with the Creator within.
That's right.
And that's what that song did for me.
And the love, you know, last night, one thing that Leon said that really touched my heart was he started talking about love, and he sang a song in which he said, "Tell your mother that you love her. Tell your brother that you love him. Tell your daughter you love her. Tell your brother he's beautiful. Tell your mother she's beautiful." And that's something, like you said, Zelda, we need to do, because we got a lot of separatism. We've been distracted by different attractions that was meant to distract us. They put the glitter up, whether it's music, sports, whatever it is, they put it up, and we run for the hills thinking it's real gold. And it's fool's gold, and we end up making a fool out of ourselves while they're pulling themselves together financially and on every other level. And we're caught up in a lot of stuff that's not going to help us in the future.
Thank you.
It's just entertaining right now. Even the lifestyle it's just entertaining right now. And one thing I just want to say about the Higher Learning Network, a lot of people don't realize that how many people are one check away from homelessness, and they don't know the system. They don't know who to go to. All they know is it's a shelter out here somewhere. They don't know about the food that people like yourself and Tony and the Higher Learning Network provide for people who are destitute. Everybody that's homeless is not a drug addict, a prostitute, an alcoholic. They don't have a mental illness. Sometimes life happens due to a fire, due to some emotional travesty in their life. Some people come to this country. It's not just an anomaly for us. Some people come to this country, and I think they're on the right track, trying to make a better life for their family. They didn't come here to take your job. They came to make a better life for themselves so their children can grow up and possibly get a good education and get a job. Just like we used to do, Zelda. We used to have this is the first one in the family to graduate college.
Right.
And before that, this is the first one to go to high school.
Right.
Yeah, so they got the same issues. It's just that we've been going through it so long. We've gotten cynical about it, where we think it's all about us, and it's not. It's all about people. Now, of course, we have to take care of our own, but we can't discount other people. You know, we have to be, we so busy looking at who we perceive as an enemy, we can't focus on ourselves as an ally. I'm an ally to myself. My lifestyle has to be an ally to me. It has to work with me. I can't do things and say things that are not conducive with what God wants me to do and say.
Come on now.
I just can't. And how dare. This is why my hat is off to you and my brother Tony and the Higher Learning Network. People don't understand what it takes to get up in the morning and cook food for 100 people and put it in styrofoam containers and load it up in the vehicle and go out looking for homeless people. And I've seen the videos where the people see you all coming and their eyes light up like it's Christmas. Over what? Over the food, that's good, but it's the fact that you all care for them. That's what touches their soul. That somebody cares, that's not at the shelter, that's not with the city. Somebody's doing this on their own out of their pocket. And that's a blessing, and everybody needs to pitch in. If you can't do it yourself, then you need to support the Higher Learning Network that's helping people that could be you one day or one of your relatives.
Come on now. And that's exactly what happened to me, one of my relatives, and that would be my little bitty brother. I want to thank you for that, Douglas Roberts. Douglas Robinson. You will see him. That's the little guy with the hat on, posing right there. He was an entrepreneur. He was an artist. He could paint anything. I went to his apartment. He had painted the whole wall was a mural. The whole wall. And I was like, you did that? The boy been drawing since he was what, 2 years old?
Mm-hmm.
So I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was. So for those who are interested in the work that we do, let me show you a little something, because they are so appreciative. It brings us joy to do it. You know, so and I feel kind of selfish talking about it, because I do this to get joy too. You know, just like they're happy to see us, we happy to be able to bring them there. So let's just show you one, and you can go to the website and see the work we do. Wake up in the morning with a hungry belly. We got some hot food for you. If you give me a minute, I'll go to the back. Now I want to point out that this man right here, when that man sees us, he's an older guy, and I didn't say it on the camera. I said, but I'm sorry for waking you up. He said, honey, you can wake me up with some food anytime. I don't care what if I just laid down. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good to know, because sometimes I know what I'm sleep. I don't want to be bothered with them. I don't care what you got. So just wanted to share that with you. And is that the same? Is that another guy? That's another guy. But see, we ride under Lower Wacker Drive. And see, a lot of people they just think it's the people up on the streets, on your major thoroughfares, and it's not. They are everywhere. See this? We are under Lower Wacker Drive, and see all those tents? There's a lot of people down there. A lot of people, and new people are coming every day. And this is coming from Harrison Street. No, we're coming from. This is where we got a call that we're going underground to go to the west side, because we got a call that there were some people that needed some food. And there's Tony, Chef Tony. You talking?
Can't go wrong saying yes, honey.
Two of the most important words in a man's vocabulary is what?
Yes, dear.
But you know, this thing got them glory greens going, got the mac and cheese, and go in the oven, and look what we got here: 2 pans of what's gonna be barbecue chicken. It's cold outside, but it's gonna be warm in your. So go there and take a look. And we ask, because we know you got them income tax checks. Send some of that money. If you can't take a plate, because you know when you make a plate, you know you got too much food. You got all them leftovers in the refrigerator.
That's right.
Make a plate. And leave it in the refrigerator, put it in some plastic or some foil or whatever you do, and take it with you when you go. I guarantee you're going to find somebody who needs some food. It's hungry people everywhere, and they may be even too proud to ask for help. So you got to help them. I used to think when I was a kid, my grandma would say, baby, go do this for me and go help Miss so-and-so, so-and-so. And I thought she was crazy. I'm like, well, I don't even know this woman. Why am I going over there to help her? I don't know nothing about her. And then she told me, she said, because baby, one of these days you might need help.
That's right.
And I was like, well, I was too young to understand that, but I get it now. I get it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I remember I was taking some classes at Moody Bible Institute, and the ministry I was part of back in the 90s we Christian Assembly outreach, me and Pastor Dave Turnipseed, we would go down to Pacific Garden Mission.
David Turnipseed, I'm sorry, I got to say this. I went to high school, no, grade school, high school.
I know.
High school.
I know.
David, when you said Turnipseed, I was like, what? Okay.
He always spoke very highly of you.
Oh, wow.
Highly, yes. And we would go to Pacific Garden Mission when it was on State Street. And I remember there was a guy there who was a doctor. And I don't know what happened, but he had something happened with his mind. And he just would talk to himself. But he's a former doctor. There was also a guy, real big guy, that used to play for the Bears.
Oh.
And something happened with his mind. His family would come once a month, they say, down there to see him and bring him some money and what have you. But he just sat to himself mumbling in the corner, real big guy. Wow. So you never know when homelessness is going to hit you. It doesn't have to be a lack of money or financial management. It can just happen. People get dementia. And and they'll just walk out of their house and nobody knows what happened to them, and they're out in the street. They're sleeping on bus stops, they're sleeping under the viaduct, and they don't know where they're at or who they are anymore. And so homelessness can come from a lot of different places, emotionally, mentally, financially. It can come even spiritually. It can come from a lot of places. So that's why it's so important, while we're sitting up buying our children and grandchildren PS5s and $500 and $600 Jordans and all this stuff and all these old fancy purses, Michael Kors, and we spending hundreds.
We don't give a damn about you.
Thank you. They don't care. But here's somebody who $10 that you spend on a meal, or $10, $50, $100, $200 that you donate out of your income tax check will change the direction of people's lives. Because these people wake up to the same thing every morning, which is hopelessness. They don't know what their next move is. They go through the same cycle every day. And then the city comes, not speaking against the city, but they're doing a job that they were told to do, and they come with bulldozers and take all these people's belongings, their home, which is their tent, and they trash it. And now these people got to start all over. If you could imagine the city coming to your home or your apartment, coming in and taking everything and throwing it in the dumps and telling you to get out of your home, what are you going to do?
Thank you.
So we got to show these people that we care. And if you're too busy, or maybe it's not your thing to approach people that you don't know, maybe you have a stigma or a fear, and that's okay. But you also have money that you can donate. We donate money to people in other countries. We feel so sorry when we see a child on the TV screen with an enlarged belly and flies around, and we feel so bad. We said, I'm gonna send them $50. Well, look, you got children out here homeless too. It's not just adults, it's not just men. You got elderly people, you got women, you got people that don't even speak our language, you got people that don't speak at all because they've been traumatized by their situation. They're withdrawn, and these people need help.
Thank you.
What you can offer is your love. Offer your love. Offer it in the form of prayer and money.
Yeah.
If you send money to the higherlearningnetwork.org, you can look. You don't have to guess. You don't have to take Zelda's word for it. You can go online. You can go on Instagram. You can go on Facebook. You can go on and see them live out there spending that money that you sent on food to feed the homeless. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is. Because there's nothing worse than being hungry and you have no idea where your next meal coming from. But I want to talk about this video for a second. I was watching this video on YouTube. I watch a lot of homeless videos because I'm always trying to get information. And one guy was so honest. He said, a guy walked up to him and asked him, if he could have $1. And he's like, well, can I buy you a meal? He said, no, I don't want a meal. I just want some nutritional soup or something, he said. And the guy was like, well, why wouldn't you want a full meal? He says, in case you don't know, so I'm going to educate you. He was I love it. And that just goes to show that all homeless people are not ignorant.
That's right.
They're not ghetto. They are highly intelligent. This man told him, he says, when you're homeless and you don't know where your unhoused, when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you don't eat that often because its food is not available and your stomach shrinks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give me a full meal, then I got to walk around with this food all day because I can't eat it. So It's really a blessing in disguise. And let me tell you this, some unhoused people are healthier than we are because they don't eat every day. They don't eat 3 meals a day. They don't eat every day. They may eat every other day, every other day. Because I met one man say he hadn't eaten in 3 meals. He was so glad to get that food. He didn't know what to do. But then we had a conversation. He said he couldn't eat it all because his stomach had shrunk.
Yes.
They don't want to carry that food around. But what I want to point out on our first stop at our food distribution, this is a young man who's been down there for, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And we went yesterday and discovered when we were delivering the food that they took all of his bedding. He had a bike. They took everything.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a little apartment, all his blankets. I'm like, well, how is he supposed to keep warm? So this morning, Tony asked me as he's going out the door, he says, you got a blanket? We got some extra blankets. I'm like, yeah, look in the closet. We got plenty of blankets in there we ain't using. So I'm asking you all, for those who are watching, we need blankets. People are on the street and they're cold and they need blankets. So you can see right here in that video, see his bike? See all the stuff there? Yeah, they took all of that. So he no longer has that available. So if you got some blankets, give us a call or go to the website, leave the information, and because we want to be sure that they get blankets because they got some, but they need more. And on that note, I thank you for donating to higherlearningnetwork.org because we could not do it without you. We cannot wait on the government. We can't wait on nothing and nobody. We got to do it on our own.
That's right.
And if you have any comments or suggestions, please share them. Deborah says, I got blankets. Yes, Deborah, I can always count on her. She is the host of Third Saturday on the Female Solution.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move around with Deborah. And Deborah donates regularly.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, if it's okay to say this, that she tithes. And you too can tithe. You're giving your money to the church while the pastor riding around in a BMW and a Mercedes and a Maybach and you on the bus. Did you just mute yourself? I can't hear you.
I did. I was making I was taking care of some business that's very important. I told my wife to send Higher Learning Network $50.
Oh, bless your heart. Tax deductible. So remember to ask for that at the end of the year. Praise God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I was doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the fact that you are helping us help others because we could not do it alone. This is a team effort. So thank you so very much. And we will be right back right after this last break here on the Female Solution.
Hi, I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black moms.
And in case you didn't notice the resemblance, we're also 3 sisters.
We're going to be coming to you every week, sharing our successes and our mistakes as we navigate our lives as moms, wives, sisters, daughters, and of course, Black women in today's world.
We'll talk about it all: race, politics, religion, economics, culture, and we'll take a look at everything from whether or not to use corporal punishment to how do you teach your children about sex.
Look for our upcoming book, Growing Up Charles. It's a personal story about our lives growing up in Maple Park on Chicago's South Side. I'm Barbara.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Naima. We're 3 Black Moms. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 3 Black Moms.
And that is our very own Naima Latif, of the executive producer of the Female Solution right here in Monday Morning Mindfulness. I want to thank you for being a part here with us today and for honoring the ancestors. And we all got them because we wouldn't be here without them. And to share some joy today. And as Roberta Flack would say, let's get back together again with the Creator so we don't have to do all this foolishness that we see on TV, because we better than that, y'all. We better than that. So when we do better, when we know better, we do better. So let's do better, okay?
Amen.
Is you would give us a final thought?
I would just say this, that to understand the unhoused, sometimes people have to go through that. And I went through it back in the 80s. I was homeless. So I understand what it's like. You can't, if I get up right now and go to the bathroom, I'm not going to think about it twice. But when you're homeless, you can't do that.
You sure can't.
You can't. You're out there sleeping in the open. So you're subject to not only predators, but you're subject to animals also. You don't have any kind of health care. You have to go through something horrendous to go to the emergency room. You can't just go to the clinic and say you want to see a doctor because you have no medical insurance. And it's just a travesty. So while we're sitting up doing things for ourselves today, while we're eating our eggs, drinking our coffee, going to the store, giving Walmart half of our income tax check, and K&G and all these other places, which is nothing wrong with that. It's your money. Spend it how you want. Or either you can spend it like you should, some of it to help somebody that's not as blessed as you. Don't walk past these people and shake your head at them. Shake your wallet. Shake your money. Help the Higher Learning Network help you, because these people are in your community. These are your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, and you don't even know they out there.
Well, you do now. So when you know better, you do better.
You do better.
Thank you so much, Pastor Lawrence Lenoir, and your lovely wife. Tell her I said hey, and I can't wait to come back out there and get some of that good cooking, because you know I love some good cooking. Stay on purpose, y'all. Stay empowered and stay tuned to Asada Gathering of the Griot on Tuesday morning, 7 until 8 a.m. Learn a few things, and then she's going to be back here on Monday Morning Mindfulness on the 17th of March, and we're celebrating Women's Her Story Month. Asada is the queen. The queen. She is the Harriet Tubman of Bitcoin, and she can show you how to make some money. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us. We will see you tomorrow here, same time, same place, same time, and do it all over again. Be sure and share this video, and remember to do something special for yourself. After all, you do deserve it. Now kiss yourself. Make it a great day. Thanks for watching and sharing.
We've come to the end of our show today. If you missed any broadcasts, go to our website for the audio and video archives at www.thefemalesolution.com. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to thank all of you who participated in today's discussions. And to our global family joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. To our family in China, xie xie. India, zhanyavad. Japan, arigato. Korea, kamsamnida. Russia, spasiba. Germany, danke. Poland, dziękuję. France, merci. Spain, gracias. Italy, grazie. Egypt, shukran. Ghana, Madasi. Nigeria, Eshe. South Africa, Ngiabonga. Senegal, Jaref. Kenya, Asante. Israel, Toda. Pakistan, Shukriya. Afghanistan, Tashakur. Saudi Arabia and Palestine, Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you, and may peace be upon you and the mercy of God and God's blessings.
What a beautiful morning, oh what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling, there's a handsome man coming my way. Oh, there is a handsome man coming my way. Hi there, what's your name? What's your name?
Aquarius. My name is Tony. And what I want you to do for me is, if you have Xfinity TV, tune in to the Higher Learning Network Tuesdays at 6 p.m., Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Xfinity TV channel